Good afternoon, all. Thank you for joining our today's webinar on optimized design collaboration with customers and colleagues. I'm Sairan, working as a team lead EDI here at GSAS Systems for Altium Products. And today's webinar is in recording. If anyone having any questions during the presentation or during the demonstration, please uh, type your questions in the chat. We will discuss at the end of the presentation. Yes, today our agenda is collaboration during the design process, how we can collaborate, we're going to discuss, and how we can uh, use the current method of collaborations, and how we can be able to do the better in terms of collaborating by using Altium, and followed by demonstration, and we'll be closing this with the Q&A. Now, collaboration during the design process, if you take a closer look, in the design process of working on PCB, we interact with a large number of people, librarians, schematic designers, mechanical engineers, customers, and manufacturers. Even for those who work individually and have to do everything, including maintaining the library, schematic design, layout, routing, and even the mechanical functions for this like enclosures. They do have to coordinate, discuss, and collaborate during this process with their customers and also their manufacturers. But even at these stages, collaboration problems can arise. Sharing a project can become complicated because a customer may not have the necessary software to view the project files. And also, when you want to transfer the output files that require their preparation, achieving, as well as sending messages back and forth. Now, when looking at a larger organization, more often than not, each small stage of work on a project is done by a single person. And the process of discussing and approval takes place either in person, written out, or electronically, but the problems with all of these methods is that there is no history, traceability, and in the form of electronically, each participant needs to have software installed and pay for a license. Of course, in any organization, this process is probably well established. You come in and you are told how things are done, and that's what you do. But does not mean you can't question how we do things. We can still ask ourselves: Are we collaborating in most convenient way? How can we make communication easier for our colleagues and the customer? Now let us focus on the what are the main problems with collaboration. Now let us see at the collaboration problems. When it comes to the first thing we need to ask is how should we organize the work of several people in one project? Usually, this is done by having one team member transferring the project to another member. For example, moving from a schematic designer to a layout designer and then to a mechanical team member. And if any changes are needed to be made at any one of these links, the process has to be repeated. The second question is how do we create different rights or permissions? All the team members have a reason to view and edit a project. How to, what capacity do you really want your mechanical designer to start poking around in the schematic or a customer moving components around? Sometimes you just want a customer to be able to view and make comments on a design, not edit it. Sometimes it's not necessary and it can even be harmful to the project. Next, we need to figure out how we can control the and track the design changes. When trying to organizing a method for your team to all work on and collaborate on a project, working with different versions can become a problem. You want to ensure that all team members are always working on the same version of a project. Any missing details here can be a catastrophic. A smart version control is needed that can track the changes in context of electronic design. Next on the list is ability to create notes or comments for our stakeholders. This means people inside and possible outside of our organization. When collaboration, you need to be able to have a discussion about your project, especially during the approval process. The next question would be, how do we collaborate with stakeholders who do you have who don't have the license of the software we are using? Here we can use PDFs and screenshots, but this is not very convenient, especially in fact the page world of electronics. Things are always being updated. Plus now we have probably just started a lengthy email thread where we'll be going back and forth with updated screenshots and documents. It is very quickly becomes a mess and a hassle to read through and follow. And lastly, we need to consider how we are going to send files to our manufacturer. Usually, it's not that bad, especially if you're working with the same manufacturer, you know what they are expecting. But sometimes things go wrong, and again, you have created another email thread. So, how we can solve these problems? This way, Altium 365 comes into play. The solution to all of our previously listed collaboration problems can be solved with Altium 365. But before we do, I'd like to mention what Altium 365 is for those of you who may not know. Altium 365 is a secure cloud platform that can host all of your PCB design data that includes libraries, projects, templates, and more. So now we know a little bit more about what Altium 365 is. Let's see how it can solve the problems which I have mentioned above. A lot of collaboration problems is to use the Altium 365 platform. I will tell you briefly what is it. Altium 365 is a cloud infrastructure platform and can be implemented as a remote cloud space or as a single space within the company where you can manage the composition of participants and access settings for them, where data on the projects and components stored, all questions voice are answered with Altium 365. First of all, cloud storage of project allows you to work from any device with internet access and provides reliable storage of projects and components. You can create a team with different rights. If necessary, the rights can be limited for viewing and commenting. You can comment both in the project and the browser. Collaboration provides version control of the project and even real-time information about another team members' work on the project. Demonstration of the project takes place in web browser with no need to have appropriate program, not to create images and files. Sending files to the production take time. With Altium 365, you can invite your colleagues to your workspace where they have access to your design data, including projects, or you can invite them to view or edit specific projects. Once a project has been shared with the editing rights, then the person can go ahead and start working on the project at the same time as someone else in the Altium Designer with the help of Altium 365 from anywhere. All you need to have the internet access. Once you have the members in your workspace, you can start to categorize people into different groups. This could be groups like schematic designers, layout designers, reviewers, librarians, and anything else you want. And once you create those roles, you can define what operations each role or person can do. So if you want to make it so that only librarians can create components, you can do that. And it's really nice way to organize and manage access to your design data. We can create a team with different rights if necessary. The rights can be limited to viewing and commenting. The next issue was how to control and track changes. Well, with Altium 365, you can built-in version control. This allows you to see a complete project history of your design from creation to manufacturing. You are able to see who did what and when. And one of the big tricks about using the built-in version control is Altium 365 is that is electronically intelligent, so the system won't just tell you that there was any changes, but it will actually tell you what changed. So for instance, it will let you know the specific component or net has been removed or added. RTM 365 also allows you to draw a markup and comment directly in the project, and this can be done in either RTM Designer or through in a web browser. All comments are stored via Altium 365, so you will have a record of all comments and discussions. Plus, you are able to export these comments as a part of report and output file. As mentioned earlier, with Altium 365, you are able to securely access your design files from anywhere and share them with anyone. All you need is an internet connection. Another benefit of this online platform is that you don't need to purchase a license of Altium Designer to access. It's free as it is a part of subscription. The only thing is the person who is sharing, he need to have the valid license with subscription. The viewer who want to view the files, who has got the access to the files in the browser, they don't need to have any license. The last hurdle to tackle is how can we conveniently send out data to your manufacturer. And as you have guessed it, Altium 365 can help us with this too. Through this platform, you are able to pick and choose the design files you would like to share with your manufacturer. They are able to download and what they need and even view files directly in the browser. What's nice about the shared design files via Altium 365 is that everything is tracked and you are able to have discussion through the platform. Now, let us go into the demo and we showcase you how we can invite the users, roles, how we can do the comparison history, and how we can send your release your data to the cloud, and how we can share this information with your fabricator. We'll just have a look with a demo of the tool. Yes, I hope. Sorry. Yes, yes. Give me a second. Yes, I hope all are able to see my screen. This is the Altium Designer. Now, I'm going to showcase you the discuss things we have during the presentation. This is a current version of Altium I am using is 22.9.1, which is the latest version. Now here you could see here I have connected to the cloud platform Altium 365. Here this aspect system is the name I can able to see. And also if you look at this project panel where I have a project opened from the cloud workspace, and you can see this green tick mark denotes this project is under version control, and and the same time this is in sync with the cloud. It means local copy and cloud copy both are in sync. That is the reason it's a green tick mark. If you see a tick mark like exclamatory or a circle, red color circle, or each symbol having different meaning. If you see a circle, red circle, that denotes local project or local changes are not in sync with the cloud. If you see any exclamatory mark in the place of green tick mark, it denotes there is a conflict. Maybe your colleague did some changes. We need to update to the latest version. The each sign having a different meaning, but here green tick mark denotes this is in local copy and cloud copy, both are in sync. Okay, now let us see how we can invite a team member and how we can manage the roles in the RTM 365. For that, we need to jump into the workspace. If you click on here, you can see the ordinal workspace available. These are product space. If I click on this symbol, it will take me to the browser and it will open my workspace, and where I can see the all the projects where I have managed in the cloud. It will be shown here. And if you go here, the workspace members, it will show the overall has been invited and added as the workspace members. You can able to see. And if you want to invite a new member, just click on invite members, and you can enter the email ID of the person. Uh, I'm just entering our email ID. And from the drop down, you can easily set the role assigned to this particular user, whether he to be made as a librarian, engineer, manager, or mechanical engineer. We can set it. Now, this time I want to make him as a librarian. And if I go to click on invite, he'll be, yes, he is not outside organization, but this is my our office email ID, and we can use it. Just inviting that email, and it is being processing. Once it is been done, we'll get some kind of notification that he's been invited, and he'll be getting an email with so and so person invited to workspace. Until he accept the invite and create his account, then only he'll be added here. I don't know why it is taking this much time. This is the way you can able to invite the members. And once if you want to manage, if you want to remove any member, you can just come here. You can able to click on this, the icon over here. Will get deleted. Yes, see, it's been done, but as I told, uh, is showing here. Why is showing already having the Altium 365 account is being created? That's the reason it is showing. But if the first time he's been is nowhere linked with the Altium 365, if the first time he won't be at the workspace. But this email ID, I have used it earlier for my customer demos, where I have activated the Altium live workspace, the guest workspace, and it is being showed. I'll just quickly show the how the invitation looks in that. See here, this email is been will be received to the guest who has been invited by whom. And if you click on accept invite, it will if you're first time user, it asks you to create the password, but it's already been activated. Then it's not asking to create any password. But if it's the first time, yes, it has to be created. Okay, and by clicking on these three dots, if I want to remove or edit, I can do this. I can, if you click on edit, I can, if you want to assign any role, if I want to remove him this role, and he will be removed from this role. Okay, this is how you can able to easily add and manage the roles here inside the Identify workspace. And next is how we can manage the roles. That means how we can create new roles. So go to the admin, and we have option called here roles. Yeah, here we have three uh, roles by default. One is administrator will come by default, and I have created this four roles. And if you want to add any new role, just click on new role. Just I want to have approvers, and if you want to mention any person to be added to this group, you can able to add and create. The group has been added, and if you go to the workspace members here, you can see approvers, and one person has been added. If you go to the workspace members, you can see next to my name there is one more role has been assigned to my. Like this, you can able to add and um, roles and assign to the particular person as per your requirement. Okay, this is all about the inviting the members and assigning the roles and creating a new role inside the Altium 365. Now let us go back to the Altium Designer. Here now we're going to discuss about the how we can control the access of your projects. Now let us see how we can control that. Just go to preferences, and when you're on preferences, go to data management servers and see here the server has been connected, and just go to properties and click on operations. It will show the different levels of folders. We have got component types, as I have the process description, which enables you to manage the data and components in the cloud. As we have the component types, and we have lifecycle definitions, delete, releases, and revision naming, and the component fabrication data. We have got a lot of sub release options available here. If you see here on the right side, here we have got a top level folder where administrator only can create any top level folder. And if you take a close look about the this component release, here it is showing collaborator. That means whom you have been given access to the collaborator. Those people can able to uh, do the component release, and the administrator, and the same follows. That means the people who has been added as a librarian, those people only can able to release. And if you want to add a new person to this new user or a role to this particular management release, just click on add role and just type the person name. Librarians, yes. Just click on librarians and click OK. Now, librarian also having access to release this project. Suppose if I don't want this collaborator, just say remove and apply. Only these two people only have the access. Like this, you can able to easily control the accessibility of a project and the release of the data managed in the Altium 365 by using these options inside the Altium Designer preferences. Now we just discuss about the problems we discussed and we talked in the slides. I think we discussed about the organizing the working process of several people on project, and we have discussed about the how to create a team with different rights. I have showed you, and now we are going to discuss about the how to control and the track the changes inside the project by using the Altium 365. If you take a close look at the here, we have the project version control. I'm going to do some changes to this project. Let me delete this capacitor. Okay, let me delete off. Let me make this ground here. Let me delete this wire. Okay, I'm just doing some changes to showcase how we can track the changes. Okay, and let me do some values changes for this component. Okay, now once we did the changes, we usually do Control S to save, or FS to save, or by this option you can save. Once a saving is done, that save is locally local save. It's not a cloud save. You can see this project has been saving is completed, and you're seeing the option a red color circle denotes the file available locally, and we need to do the changes to the server. That means we have to update this data to the server, or you can see the history, or if you don't want the changes, you want to go back to the previous one, we can also use this option to do the same. Now just click on save to server option, which will push this particular project to the cloud. Now let's enter the comment. When you enter the comment, each release will having a comment, and when you are going to track the all the commits, this comment will help you to understand what the things have been done in this particular instance. Let me say, I think we have deleted C3 I mean, because before comment deleted, right? This C3 is removed. I know this will take time while entering, but it's good practice if you have. Okay, just and you also have an option to compare it in the previous version and previous release, and you can also select. Just click on commit, see what the project going to update. You can see here. Just click on OK. Yes. it's going to get yes. Now this been updated. Now let us see what the changes has been done to this project. To do so, if you right click on this project name, just go to history and version control. Just click on show project history. When you click on show project history, it will display the whole history of the project, and you can see this project I have created on Jan 20, and each rectangle box denotes a commit, and this big box denotes it is a release. That means the Gerber data has been released to the cloud. After that, we did some changes. Again, one more release. Again, one more change. One more release. One more change. And if you close look at here, this green color symbol denotes there is some no modification, addition of file to the project, and this yellow color dot denotes some change in terms of graphical, not logical. If you see the red denotes there is some kind of logical change has been happened. Now the project has been refreshed. Let me click on refresh to update the changes. See this is what which I committed on September 28th, where some graphical changes have been done on the power top, and now we have commit, and we can see the comment what we have entered, which will help us to track the changes easily. And you can see the history of the changes. There is some change happened in terms of graphical, and a component has been removed, which will be a capacitor C3, and some graphical information has been updated. That means we have did some graphical changes now. That's why it is showing in a red color, sorry, green color. Sorry, yellow. Red means there is some removal of component. Yellow means there is some graphical change. Green means a new component has been added and new changes has been implemented. Okay, which is logical. Okay, this are going to do the changes. Now, if you want to do the comparison of this, just click on these three dots, and we have option to compare the schematic and BOM, which is the latest release of Altium 365, where you can also compare the BOM between the previous commit and the current commit. Now let us see how we can compare this commit with the previous commit, or you can also have an option to select with this commit to the previous commit or release. As I have shown, I have three releases. If you want to compare this commit with the previous release, also you can do. Let me choose this previous commit, which I want to do comparison. Just click on here, previous commit. When I say previous commit, it will open the browser, and it will be doing the comparison, and also and also you'll be notified if it's a bigger project. If it's taking time, you can uh, move to the other one. In the meantime, once it's been completed, the comparison, you will be notified with an email directly from the RTM. What's the comparison? As it is a very small project, it has taken time. If it's a big project, it may take quite time. During the time, just respect to your other work. And after some time, if you see the email that the comparison is ready, you can just click on the link to access the same. Now, it has found the four differences. Here you can see the value has been updated of R1 from 0 to 10K, and it is showing a component is been removed. If you click on the component, it will display the what is the modification has been done, and this component has been removed. That's why it is showing here location, and also it is showing the ground here is been modified. Okay, like this, you can able to easily track the changes of your project with the previous release by using the Altium Designer with Alpha Altium 55. Okay. And the next thing we discussed in the slides is how to demonstrate a project without using the Altium Designer. Now let us see how we can demonstrate. Okay. Now I'm having a project here, and this project I want to share with my manager or my client who I want to give him the access to review, and I want to know his inputs on the project. Then how can I do it? Yes, as I told, with help of this Altium 365, we have option to share the project with your clients or colleagues. You can enter the email ID of the person whom you want to share. And here we have option to view him, edit or view. And we have another option called snapshot on the web. This snapshot on the web won't allow you to do the real-time commenting. Only just it will be a snapshot. But that's why if you want to have real-time commenting, it is good to have the shared project. And we have two options, edit and view. Edit means they will be getting access to the edit, but they need a valid license of Altium to edit the same. Now click on view and click on share. When I click on share, it will be processing the request and you will be giving some notification that once the sharing is been completed. As now you can see this sharing is completed. Now let us go back to the thing where had my email ID. As you can see, this particular project has been shared by me, and you can see the timestamp as well. Okay, and now if you click on open Altium 365, as I told in the beginning, I have already having a live account. Guest account has been created for my uh, demos and for clients. And in order to create a new password or a guest account, as you automatically get signed in. If you are sharing to your client for the first time, he or she need to sign in, which will be taking less than a minute. And if on right side, you can see the complete information of the project. And if I click on the component, it will show the component part number and other information, footprint and location. And if I go to the PCB, and it will be showing the location of the component. I think this is like a cross flow kind of thing where we are able to do the same in the PCB inside the Altium Designer. The same kind of cross flow we can do in Altium 365. And also 3D also you can do cross flow. It's on the bottom layer. See here, this is a component. Okay, and you can also cross probe the same to the bill of materials. Okay, like this you can able to easily do the cross probe of the project. And if you want to do any comment, you can just click on comment, and I can just uh, yes enter yes enter the comment, and you can assign to the person by clicking at the rate. You can able to assign to whom you want to with access. You can uh, enter the same and click on post, and you can also do the drawing. You can, if you go task, you can see here task assigned to whom, and you can able to change the different steps. And if you go to the Altium and we don't know where that comment is, just go to panels and comments and tasks. You can see comment has been added. Sorry, this one. Something missing to me. If I click on this comment, it will highlight the location. Then we'll just add the comment component C3, and we will maybe complete the process. Okay, and I just do the save, and I will do the comments to here. Yes, at the C3 is added. Okay, and reply, and then we need to save the server. As I told, whenever you do save, it is only local save. We need to do the cloud save. Just click on save to server. It will be cloud save. Then when you click on save, it will be synchronize the local save to the cloud. You can see local and cloud are in sync. And if you go back to the that particular sheet here, it will be notified the comment. And if you just say refresh, and usually it'll get automatic refresh option here. After by seeing the comment, if you not getting that latest letter, I recommend you to refresh the project so that we'll be getting the latest revision of GC here. It has been getting notified. Maybe it is a network lag. See here, still it is run visualization. Once this completes, you can just click on refresh automatically. What is the data? What you have, given, it will be updated. Okay, let me again do refresh. Yes, see here, this component has been added. And if you go to the comments, you can able to see here component. And if you go to the tasks, you can see here now it's been moved to the solved. Okay, this is the one node spin this one. Like this, you can able to assign the tasks to the command. You can able to see here it's been resolved. Like from here also you can able to mark it. Okay, like this you can able to do the commenting between your client and the designer for the design changes. Then we will discuss about the how we can send files to your manufacturer in a convenient way. Before that, we like to see how we can, export these comments, what all we did during this design process. Let us see. We need to add output of file to this project to export the comments. Already have the output of file, and just go to the report outputs, and the report outputs, just right mouse click, and here you can have option called export comments. Here we have option to click for the particular document, particular whole project. You can have option. I need for whole project and click on assign to the proper to the document, and just generate content will let you to generate the particular comments exported for your further reference. And finally, how we can share this product data to your manufacturer using the Altium file. Here we have option for product releaser. This product releaser helps you to release the Gerber assembly data to the cloud, and from there you can able to directly share that product to the manufacturer. As I showcased, I have got some 3 releases. I'm not going to release it by using this prepare option. We prepare to do the release of the Gerber, but I'm not going to do this. Just click on show in web browser. It will open the web browser. Just click on releases. If I go to releases, it will show the all the releases of the Gerber. I have 4 releases. If I click on send to manufacturer, I can directly enter the description, and I can enter the email, and I can able to configure the what is the file I need to share. Well, I need to share only the Gerber information and single data I can able to manage from here. I can able to send here, and also we have option to compare with the releases with the publication that Gerber and bomb and the okay. This is how you can able to seamlessly share your design data and collaborate with your stakeholders, colleagues, and customers and your manufacturers by using RTM 365, which is a part of RTM subscription. That's all about the today's topic. Now, to summarize this session, we have showcased you how we can invite the team members and how we can assign the roles. And also we have showcased you how we can give the accessibility to the particular project or particular group of project management, how we can set the role to the particular data accessibility. And we have discussed about the how we can track the changes done in the project with help of artificial version control. And also we have demonstrated how we can view the files in the browser without Altium Designer, where they can do the cross probing And also we have showcased about the how the mm, reviewer and the designer can communicate by using the comments for the design changes. And we have showcased you how you can export the comments and how you can release the Gerber to the cloud and how you can share that to the manufacturer and how you can compare the Gerbers. We have showcased. Now we are open up for the questions.